Well, welcome to Scouting for History. It's a cold day. It's going to be below freezing here next week in December. So I think my detecting days are going to be coming to a close for winter, unfortunately. But I figured one more try here, and I've got another place I think I can squeak in just before the ground freezes to a rock. So let's see what we can find. Stay tuned. Let's go. And now a tiny little aluminum spoon. Looks like a measuring spoon almost. I'll clean it up, we'll see. On to the next. Best signal I've had in a long time. A little deeper. And there it is. A big hunk of junk. But it sounded great. On to the next. Well, that was a screamer in the home. It's very pretty. A decorative cover to something, not sure what. Very cool. On to the next. Well, and it just goes to show you it's never hunted out. There's an awesome skeleton key, or bit key. Technically they're called bit keys. It's got the handle, the shaft, and the teeth are called the bit. That's awesome. That's awesome. Beautiful. On to the next. Well, you know, finding a key, a skeleton key, is always fun. You don't come across them every day. But finding one where you can identify exactly where it came from, that's amazing. And one where not only you know where it came from, but you know pretty close to when it was made. This key was made in 1901 or 1902. Now I can tell that because it was made by the Russell and Irwin Manufacturing Company. Now they were founded in 1846, and in 1902 they were taken over by Corbin Lock. So they stopped production in 1901, 1902. And this is a key to a hotel room at the Bellevue Stratford Hotel in Philadelphia. Now, when the Bellevue Stratford opened, it was said to be the most elegant hotel in the country. And it was a project by a guy named John Jacob Astor and a local hotel entrepreneur in Philadelphia. Now, they spent $8 million back in 1902 to 1904 building the hotel. So it was under construction in 1902 when Irwin went out of business. So this key is from 1901, 1902, somewhere in that time frame. What an amazing find. I love this hobby. On to the next. And not far from that key, I think it's an aluminum token. I'm not sure. But I'll clean it up when I get home. You'll see it right here. On to the next. It's very light. Had my hopes up for a silver quarter or something, but we'll see. On to the next. And now to go with the key. I think it's a lock plate. Not sure. That's what it looks like. I'll clean it up, you'll see it right here. On to the next. Well, last night I bought my ticket for Dig Stock 23 down in North Carolina. My first organized hunt. Where'd this signal go? I swear it was here. Oh, there it is. Wow. So, for all of you who question threshold, threshold lets you find tiny, tiny, tiny little targets down deep in the ground. And that's one of them. Tiny little old flat button. It sounded just as clear and just as clear as could be in the hole. That's the only problem with threshold, is tiny little pieces of metal come out screaming, and the depth gauge thinks it's really deep because of the size of it, and you know, you end up digging deep and it's not that deep. But hey, never would have found it. On to the next. And an old buckle, looks like horse tack. Had iron in it. It's all rusted away. It was giving a good signal because it's brass, but it was giving an iron grunt because there is an iron tong, tang, spike, pokey thing, whatever. People call them different things. On to the next. Well, I'm not sure what it is. I'll clean it up and see if I can't figure it out. It was something at one time. No, it might have been part of a clock. On to the next. Well, I find a lot of spoon balls. Well, that one is massive. Cool. I think it's pewter. I'm not sure. Might be copper. On to the next. Well, after that spoon bowl, now I have a spoon handle, and that one's old. That one sure does look like pewter to me. Shame the bowl's not there, but hey, I didn't break it. On to the next. Well, a really nice high tone down here, and I cut the plug and it's still a nice high tone. Ooh, I see something right here. Oh. And it's another large set. Awesome. There it is. Matron head. Yeah, I'm just smearing dirt around. There's the one cent. Flips like that. Yeah, I might get a date off of it. I'm not sure. But hey, happy to have it. On to the next. And another tiny, tiny little button. Looks like it had silver wash on it. I'll clean it up, see if there's any design or anything. You'll see it right here. On to the next. So like I said before, this place has been hunted a bunch of times by a couple of guys. The lady said they've been here at least 8 days, full days, 2 of them, and they missed a lot of stuff. Now I've been here, this is my 3rd time. Each time I come, I go to a different section, so I haven't doubled back on myself, and I'm finding lots of things that they missed. Another piece of harmonica reed, or actually that one's whole. The other one's not here, but at least I have that one. On to the next. Well, I spoke too soon. I checked the hole. and there was the other half. So harmonicas had two of these. They're reeds covering these openings, and the reeds are on different sides. So when you blow through, one set of reeds, one set of notes play. When you draw air through, the other side plays. So that's how you can keep continuously playing and breathing without passing out. On to the next. And another piece of harmonica reed. On to the next. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be necessarily good, but it was intriguing, so I dug it. There's a giant chain with a loop on the end. That was giving it a good squeak, and the rest was just iron. That's cool. On to the next. Well, I thought I was digging a pull tab, and I didn't turn on the camera. It might still be a pull tab, but I see some writing on it, so it is. Look at that. It's got dollar signs on it. That must be a winner. On to the next. Well, I'm not quite sure what it is. It might just be a scrap of metal, but I'll clean up and see if there's anything on it. If there is, you'll see it here. If not, on to the next. Well, and sometimes those zinc pennies, you dig them up and they turn out to be Indians. Cool. Yeah, I'll clean it up when I get home. You'll see it right here. I'll probably get a date off of it, but let's see. On to the next. And another, I don't know quite what it is, but I'll clean it up and see if it's anything interesting. On to something. And these awful signals sometimes are really cool. That is a smashed tailor's thimble. It has no top, so you would wear it just to push the needle through, but still have the fingertip showing for some dexterity and some fine motor skills and all that. That's cool. I'll gently see if I can't unflatten it, but I don't want to break it. It's been in the ground for 200 years, just long enough for me to come along and tear it apart. On to the next. And not far away, there's thimble number 2. Maybe that one wasn't a tailor's thimble. This one has a top, and it looks like the top is falling off. It's been smashed. It's been in the ground for so long. Might not be a tailor's thimble. Might just be a regular thimble. On to the next. Well, I think it's a button. I'm not sure. I'll clean up and see if I can get anything off of it, but I can't tell in the field. It's getting cloudy. On to the next. And a really deep button here. Shanks pushed over. Again, might be a design, might be a flat button. You never know. On to the next. Well, that's going to do it for today's hunt. Not a bad couple of hours. Good to get out before the ground freezes solid. Hopefully I can get one more in, but like a squirrel preparing for winter, I've been doing 2 or 3 hunts a week, so I've got lots of videos. I think I've got them lined up. Well, you won't see this till late January, but it's early December right now, so I've got enough, I think, to last through the winter. Hopefully my stash of acorns doesn't run out. So the only thing that would have made it a little better would have been at least a piece of silver. This is the 3rd time I've been to this location, and this is the first time that I didn't find any silver, but I'm not complaining. I found some cool stuff. Well, hey, don't forget, hit like and subscribe, leave a comment, a question, whatever. And I'll see you on the next one.